I make a list actually every day of all the things I need to get done by a certain time to make sure I stay on track. And normally if something confuses me, I'll recopy my notes like handwritten so that I understand it.
Honestly, as a senior, I still struggle with this to this day, but I think something I like to do is while I study, I feel like this is the main distraction for me and a lot of people is the phone. So what I like to do is I kind of prop my phone up and I start recording myself and I do a time lapse. And the time lapse doesn't end until I'm done studying. I cannot touch my phone until it's done. Sometimes my phone will even die during the time lapse and that's even better.
I make sure I dedicate at least an hour or two to studying, unless there's really nothing. Like, if I have a little bit before anything, I won't study as much. But when stuff comes up, I try to make sure I study in increments. I'll study for 30 minutes to an hour, give myself a 5-minute break. I'm always putting my phone on Do Not Disturb just so I can focus on what I'm doing. I know phones are a big problem for people when they're trying to get stuff done. So that Do Not Disturb button really comes in handy.
So I do a lot of journaling. So if I'm going to, have a study session, I'll basically take out the journal, I'll put up my goals, I'll put the time that I want to stay in that location where I'm studying. So say I'm studying for a big test, I'll go down to the coffee shop down there and I'll take out my notebook, I'll start writing, I'll say, okay, for this session, I want to get this, and this mastered for my test, and I plan to do that within the next hour or two. And then that's how long I'll stay, and then, yeah.
So in terms of study time, kind of just putting putting yourself in the right setting, making sure you're organized, you don't have a lot of distractions, and balancing it throughout the day. You just got to plan ahead, always making sure that if you need to study for something in the future, you're making the time for that ahead of time.